Okay, so let's do some sealed. So let's go to limited. Okay, so here's what's fun. So they actually have, just like we're gonna have different kits for pre-release based on the different clans, we can do that on Arena too. So we have Mardu, Sultai, Abzan, Temur, and Jeskai. And so we're definitely gonna try some Mardu. All right, let's try it. I don't know that. So what I'm curious is, are we actually going to get like mostly a Mardu pack, or is that just you chose your clan, congratulations, kind of thing? Like, I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna be like. So I'm super excited. Let's find out. Okay. Open sesame. Okay, so our rares are all over the place. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we have Nariv, Heart of the Storm. If a creature you control that entered this turn would deal damage, it deals twice that damage instead. I like that. Awaken the Honored Dead. Destroy target non-permanent. Mill 3 cards. You may discard a card. When you do, return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Or you draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay. When this creature enters, choose 1. You gain 3 life and surveil 3. Destroy target enchantment. Counter target spell. Sip 6 ceremony. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Love that for me. Whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy that creature. Then create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Okay. That's kind of weird. Thunder of Unity. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay. And then Sidisi, Region of the Mire. Sacrifice a creature you control with mana value X other than Sidisi. Return to your... Yes. Okay. I'm already cooking and I don't even know what is in our pool. Okay, so we're just gonna look at Mardu. We're not even gonna look at the other colors right now. Okay. So let's look at our Mardu baddies. Okay, so we have a Mardu Manadork. Sounds good. Let's take 2 of them. Oh wait. I clicked on a different thing. Okay, so during your turn, this creature has first strike. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, maybe. Coordinated Maneuver. Deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. Destroy target enchantment. Okay. Seems decent. Osseous Exhale. As an additional cost to cast this spell, Behold a Dragon. Deals 5 damage to attacking or blocking creature. And if we Behold a Dragon, we gain 2 life. I mean, 2 cost removal is pretty solid. Starry-Eyed Skyrider. Whenever this creature attacks, another target creature control gains flying until end of turn. Tokens also gain flying. Seems good. Flying, immobilize 1. Static Snare. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature. When this enchantment enters, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until its battlefield leaves the battlefield. Okay, I like that. I think we can make that work. Because I think we're going to be doing some, like, lots of attacking shenanigans. When spell costs 1, this spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature control. When it enters, draw a card. So we'll see what we have to see if it makes sense to add one of those. So Thin Moss Stormbrood. So its omen is deals 5 damage to target creature without flying, which is super solid removal for only 2 cost. And then its creature is when this creature enters, you gain 5 life. I like that. I like that. We're going to come back to our white creatures. But now let's go to our black. This target creature you control gains Death Touch and indestructible until end of turn. Seems good. The Blood Flies. Whenever it attacks, if you control a creature with a counter on it, each opponent loses 1 life. Could be good. Pay X life. This creature endures X. Activate only as a sorcery. Meh. We're going to try to have Sidisi. I don't know if it's great for limited, but we're going to try it. Nightblade Brigade. Death Touch mobilize 1. When it enters, surveil 1. I mean, that seems good. That seems good, especially because it has Death Touch. I still don't know if we want this. I mean, unless we have, like, recursion, this is just gonna, like, destroy all of our shit that I actually kind of want. So I don't know how I feel about this in limited. Like, it's a really fun card. I just don't know that it will be great in a limited environment. All right, Unrooted Ancestor. Flash. Sacrifice another creature. This creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. Maybe. We'll come back to that. Surveil 2, then draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. I mean, seems good, except it's kind of expensive. So we'll come back. When this creature enters, it endures 2. I mean, it has menace. Not bad. Venerated Stormsinger. When this creature or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Seems good. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink and hexproof until end of turn. Pay 2 life. When this creature enters, remove all counters from up to 1 target. I mean, we can try it. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature and draw a card. Or Flying Death Touch. When this creature enters, exile up to 2 target cards from the single graveyard. Could be good. Alright, on to red. At the beginning of your end step, return this creature to its owner's hand. I mean, it's just a good little 2/2 hasty boy. Seems good. Gets +3/+0. I don't think we need that. Well, next, if you cast a spell as though it had flash, you may behold a dragon. We don't really have many dragons. Okay, we have 3 dragons so far. So maybe we'll come back to that. But it is removal, regardless. So we can cast it at flash if we behold a dragon. Menace immobilize 1 for 2. Could be solid. We're gonna throw at least 1 in. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. Target creature control with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Maybe Zurgo's Vanguard. This creature's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. We'll see. We're still trying to figure out what we got. Okay. Equilibrium Adept. When this creature enters, exile top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Whenever you cast your second ability turn, this creature gains double strike until end of turn. Okay, I like that. Let's have at least 1. When this creature enters, create a treasure token and has prowess, seems decent. If you discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards and has flying and haste. Gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Seems good. Sacrifice a token, draw a card. Seems good. Let's do the Swiftwater Cliffs. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? We don't have blue. We don't have blue. But let's do the Bloodfell Caves, both of those. Let's do the Windscarred Crags. Whenever you cast your second spell turn, this creature deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 3 life. Let's try that. Nomad Outposts. We definitely want those. Defibrillating Current. Deals 4 damage to target creature, planeswalker, and you gain 2 life. Seems good. Let's do the Thunders of Unity. Let's do Nariv. We could do the Sandstep Citadel. It does give us white or black. I don't know that I want to do either of those. We don't really need the Opulent Palace, and we're not doing those other colors. Okay, so let's go back to our white. Okay, so we need more creatures. And tokens. We just want to go in with a whole lot of things, but I think we also need some more removal because I have not been paying attention to how much removal we have. So let's go ahead. We have a decent amount of dragons, so let's do the Osseous Exhale so we can just get rid of things. I do like the flying. Immobilize 1, so let's go ahead and throw those in. I mean, removal is always solid. This could help protect our things, except we're already at 40 cards, so we kind of need to whittle down, but we'll figure that out in a minute. I still don't think the Civ 6 ceremony is quite what we need, so we're just going to ignore that. I don't think we need that. I kind of want this, because I mean, drawing cards is always good, but it is kind of pricey. So what ways can we get more creatures? Where is more of our mobilizers? So this has Menace and Mobilize 1. And then let's do the Zurgo's Vanguard. Okay, so we need to get rid of, let's try this, but let's get rid of 5 things. So let's get rid of an Osseous Exhale. Let's get rid of a Dragonback Lancer. Let's do the Equilibrium Adept. Yeah, I don't think that one's quite what we're going for. We want wide and big. I probably don't want all these dragons. Let's get rid of the Stormshriek Feral. And then we have 2 rebigs. Okay, let's take a look. Our array isn't great. We have a lot of 3 drops, not a ton of 1 and 2 drops. We do have 4 dragons. We only have 2 instants and 1 sorcery. Okay. So, but that does mean that we have a bunch of creatures, which is kind of what we're going for. So let's make sure that these all still make sense. So we have removal. This is more card draw. Does Sidisi make sense, though? Sacrifice a creature controlled mana value X other than Sidisi. Return target creature card mana value X plus 1 from your graveyard. So we could use this as a way to get rid of certain, or get back certain things. So if we lose like our Devotee or our Effigy, we could get those back by just sacrificing a token. I do like having 3 of these. I know that seems kind of crazy. I know that they're small, but they do have Mobilize 1, which means that every time they attack, we're going to get another little dude. We don't really have very many buffs or anything. I'm going to assume that our land is solid. I don't even want to look at it closer. I know I need to go look at it. I should look at the land closer. Do we actually need the Sandstep Citadel? I mean, these are a lot of tap lands. Like, we have a lot of tap lands. But we're going to go with this. We're going to assume that this is going to work out magnificently, that we are going to have 0 problems whatsoever, that this is actually a good array of cards and not extremely problematic in multiple ways. This is also exactly how I would play a pre-release. I have minimal attention span. I would half read the cards. I would be like, yep, seems good. Throw it all together. Let's go. So y'all are getting a completely real Zab's pre-release experience. Let's do this. All right, so my first impression is we should not keep this hand. We have way too many just really big things, nothing we can play anytime soon, and we only have 2 lands. So, well again. Okay, cool. We still only have 2 lands, and we still don't have very many great options, but we have a Shock Brigade that we can get out on turn 2. So we'll try it. We are going to boop back Nariv. Just because I don't think we're going to get to it anytime soon. So, we'll try that. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Ooh, we got some white. But let's go ahead and do a Snipe Lamp. Let's get our Shock Brigade out. And then we can go Smush Smush next turn. We can also get our Hardened Tactician out, which I think will be good. So let's do our planes. Wait, what does this one do? Death Touch, Mobilize 1. When it enters, Surveil 1. Do we want to... Okay, so we can attack. Let's move to combat. We're going to attack. We're going to get our cute little Toki-Poo. They're going to kill our Toki-Poo. Let's do our Nightblade Brigade. Windscarred Crag. That's fine for now, I guess. So Nightblade Brigade. Okay, what does that do? Oh, well, there goes our brigade. That's unfortunate. And we did not keep in any exile enchantment things, I don't think. Yikes. Okay. So next turn we can play our flyer. I think this turn we do the Hardened Tactician. And then we're gonna have our cute little mobilize dude. Go wide, go hard. If only we had a card that like did damage when things were sacrificed. That's what we're missing. Oh my god! What is with all of those? That is so rude. Okay. Well, we gain another life. So we could do our Dragonback Lancer, or we could do this. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I think we want to get this out right now. So that we can draw 2 cards and lose life. And then we get another 2 damage in. Lose our dude, but that's fine. So next turn we'll be able to do the Dragonback Lancer and the Shock Brigade. You're kind of dying. Okay, so we're gonna have... Okay, so we can do... Let's play our land. Let's take a step back. Let's do our Nightblade Brigade. When it loses 1 life, we gain 1 life. We do not want that. And then let's also do our Shock Brigade. Gain 1 life, they lose 1 life. And then we attack with the Shock Brigade. Life 1. They lose, we gain. They block, that dies, theoretically. Okay, so that endures 2. That's problematic. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, so if they attack with the Rhino, we are going to need to block with the Brigade unless they have removal again, which of course they do. Of course they do. So 7 damage. We're just going to eat it. Of course we draw more land. Of course we do. Okay, so let's do... Let's do our Dragonback Lancer. And Sidisi so that we can gain some more life, and then we're going to gain 2 more life. Okay. So we lose those, which is fine. We're going to absolutely block with Sidisi. Here, what does this do? This creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. Okay. We can take 4. I don't like it, but we can do it. Okay, so they have lots of blockers this turn. This is not a cycle land. That makes me sad. Okay, so... And it's target card with mana value X plus 1 from the graveyard. So if we sacrificed a Shock Brigade, we could get our Thunder of Unity back, but we'd lose 2 life. I think we just kind of have to do this. We need to find an out. We're gonna lose 2 life. Oh, we can't do anything. Cool. Why can I not... I didn't play Sidisi this turn, right? Okay, so we're gonna have to block some things. Okay, so if we do good blocking, then we should be okay. We can take the 3. So we block there. We block there. We block there. And then I think we have this. Oh my gosh, we did it! That was so close! Sometimes you just have to keep going pew, 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 and just believe in the power of many minions and a flying creature. Mostly the power of a flying creature. Okay, so I feel like we had something that destroys artifact or enchantments. Yeah, coordinated maneuver. Okay, so I do think we want to add a coordinated maneuver because that's good removal and a destroy target enchantment. So let's go ahead and add that, and then let's remove, I know you all are going to yell at me, but we're going to remove a swamp. We did have a lot of lands, and I have this thing where I always get flooded when I play on Arena, so there's that. All right, we won one. Let's do it again. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. So we have all of our colors. We have a 1-drop. We have a 3-drop removal. We have a 2-drop pump. We have, I mean, this is a great card. This is great. By great card, I mean great. I approve. Okay, so turn 2 Mardu, which is go T. And then we can turn 3 either Zergo's Vanguard, or we can do the Thunder of Unity. I think we're going to do the Vanguard. I'd prefer to do the Thunder of Unity. That was rude. We don't need that, so we'll do the Venerated Stormseeker. Okay, so yeah, next turn... Yeah, next turn we're definitely going to do the Vanguard. Okay. Well, but we could just draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. And then... Well, no, I'd rather have... Yeah, let's get the Vanguard out. Let's do this. Okay. So, hopefully we top deck a land. What is with the just hate? I would like to have cards, please. Please. Okay. We're obviously not going to do either of those. So, I mean, we gotta draw cards. We gotta find some more lands. Those are not lands. But we can destroy their token, and I won't feel bad about it. But I kind of want to play creatures. So let's get our storm. Okay, so this is what's going to be good whenever we start mobilizing things. If that gets to happen, because they're just going to murder this like they destroyed everything else that we have tried to do. Cool. So Sidisi is gonna come in real handy. Okay. So let's do Sidisi. And then let's stop them. Behold a dragon. Let's just pay the 1. And just murder that thing. Okay, so... If we want to, when we have mana, we could +1/+1 Sidisi if they try to murder it. That will certainly help. And that's probably what we're going to do. We could Thunder of Unity again. I don't really like that, but we can not murder it. Oh dear, how are we gonna get rid of that? Okay, so when this enters, surveil 1. So this will only deal 4 damage. So we can't really get rid of that. Ooh! So what we could do... Okay. So if we attack and they block, then we'll be able to cast the Static Snare and get rid of the Bloomvine grossness. Or we could just try to get our Nightblade Brigade out. Let's just try to get rid of their Bloomvine Regent. I don't think they're going to fall for it, but it doesn't really matter. Because we gotta do this anyway. Whether they block her. For some reason in my mind they had to block. But it doesn't matter. I just had to attack. Okay. Ha! Ha ha! They removed all my things and now I finally removed one of theirs. Ha 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 ha! We did it. We did a thing. Okay. So again, hopefully we top deck one land. One land would be great. Press on in front of me. Do oh hey, there's a land. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we can just murder it, and I kind of think we just murder it. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a great time to murder something. And this would be a good way to protect City C, but also dealing 3 damage would be good. So I kind of just want to do this now. We gain 3 life, we deal 3 damage, that goes back into our deck. And now we're probably going to lose City C. Okay, so when this enters, if you cast it, mill 4 cards, you return target with the correct mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do our Thunder of Unity. So we draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. And then let's do that next turn so that we can do the Nightblade and the Shock Brigade to gain a bunch of life. Well, but then we can attack with this next turn. Yeah, let's just do this turn. It'll be fine. It'll even out. And then if we need to, we can sacrifice it easy. The problem is we're about to take 6 damage. Because I don't have any big beefy boys. No blocks. Okay, how big was that thing? So that I have to... I can't do that. Okay, but if I sacrifice a Hardened Tactician... then I could get back the Venerated Stormsinger. Let's go ahead and do this. Yes, definitely want that. Okay. So... if we sacrifice the Tactician, we can get back the Stormsinger. I can't do this right now. Okay. Because I have to do other things. Okay, so either way, this is going to attack... What is happening? Well, that was... Okay, well, we can sacrifice this and draw a card. Cool. Okay, so we can murder their Pummeler. Or their Death Gorger, which they're going to play soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they could play their Death Gorger this turn. Oh, I don't like that. Oh my goodness, there's just too many big scary things. So I could block and kill something. Okay, we are absolutely going to murder this thing. Because we kind of have to. And we're still going to take 7 damage, and it's going to hurt a lot. Okay. So all we can really do... we can murder the Pummeler on their turn. I don't know that we're gonna win this. So... I think if anything, I would have to get rid of the Hardened Tactician. We just don't have any good options. Oh goodness, I don't like this. I don't like this. Ugh, and none of our lands can be sacrificed to like draw cards or anything. And they have the big Dargon coming. So that's not great. Things are not looking good for us. And they're gonna get rid of cards that I really like. Um, 9 damage. Well, let's go ahead and murder that. Submit 0. No blocks. Oh, goodness. Of course we get the thing that we really do not need. Okay. So, what can I get back? What can I get back? Anything useful. That'll at least make it so that we gain a life when it dies. But, I think we just chill and we're just gonna pretty much accept defeat. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just gonna block with CDC because it's not anything for us. I think I might take it out. Oh, cool. Well, we got wrecked. They had answers to literally everything. Everything. And we just did not. Okay, so I do think maybe we need more removal. So, again, CDC is just not cutting it out. What other removal are just small creatures? Whoops. Yeah, our options just aren't super great. Okay. I guess we just have another osseous exhale. It's not the best. Either that or the Dragonback Lancer so that we have another flying immobilizer. Let's do that. Still not great, but we'll try. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to get the value out of CDC that we need with this deck, I don't think. Oh my gosh, of course we're playing Newmont. He's going to be doing amazing. This is an absolutely terrible opening. This is more doable. But really slow. Like, really slow. So hopefully we draw into better things. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead. Well, we can do that on their turn. So let's do... We can cast the Caustic Exhale on their turn. So let's do that. Let them do their attacking. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we should have killed it at the end of last turn. It's fine, everything's fine. We can also take 2 damage. Let's just make sure that they're not about to play something worse that we would prefer be murdered. Okay. Let's just go ahead and murder this so they don't get any more money. Let's get our Swamp Lamp out and use Zurgo's Vanguard. So we have a creature on the board. Okay. And then theoretically next time we'll get our Thunder of Unity out if our Vanguard even survives being on the board, which it might not. So. Okay, that certainly does not help. Well, let's go ahead and do Thunder of Unity. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Wow, that is a lot. I mean, we can mobilize, so we'd be able to get 1 damage in, so we may as well. We can't block this. They'll have to block. It doesn't really matter what they block. But we got damage in. So seems good, seems good. Wait, how did that just get bigger? Oh. Cool. So we definitely want to get the Storm Singer out next turn if we can. When it enters, draw a card. Control. Okay. Let's get another Plains out. Let's do the Storm Singer. Okay, so this is going to be a 3/3. They will probably trade it with the trade route envoy. But we will gain another. We're gonna gain 2 life, and they'll lose 2 life because of the mobilize on the venerated Storm Singer. Okay, interesting. Okay. So next turn, we'll either do the Lancer or the Snare. If we can wait a little bit longer to do the Snare, that'll probably be better. Can't be countered, maybe control. Creature spell you control becomes a target of spell or building. Control draw a card. Okay, that's a problem. Could be worse, though. I don't like that. Okay, that's painful. That's not what we wanted. Okay, so this is going to cost us 2 less, so it's only going to cost 3, so that leaves us with 3. So we can't really do that and the Dragonlance. But if we want the benefits of our thing... But we need to get rid of Surak, but also the Aegis Sculptor, which is Ward 2. Okay. I think we just do this. Things are not looking great at the moment. We keep getting flooded. I would really like it if we could not be flooded. So, our opponent has a lot of options and things that they can do, and we do not. It's fine. It's fine. Classic us. But see, the thing is, like, so I always get flooded on Arena, right? But if I take out even more mana, then I'm gonna be mana screwed and I will never draw mana. So there's like never a happy medium for me. I try, but there's just not. It's fine. It's fine. We're just going to die. That's kind of our best option at this point. There's not really coming back from this. We just did not draw well. We just kind of don't have, like, the best synergistic field pool either. So there's that. But whatever. We won 1 game. Okay, well, we can't play that because we will, in fact, die. But whatever. We're going to attack. We're going to mobilize. We gotta get rid of one thing and then we die. Doesn't matter what we get rid of. We're still dead. We're still dead. Okay. So we're 1 and 2. We're fine. We're fine. We got this. 1 and 2. We can still come back. We're fine. Okay. So we're 2 and 1, which means that we are definitely going to win this next one, and we are going to draw perfectly. We're not going to get flooded. We are not going to get flooded. Okay, we're not going to get flooded. That is my goal. We're also going to draw the perfect amount of lands. That's what I'm manifesting for this game. All right, here we go. We don't have any black, but that's okay. We will draw it. We do have a 4-drop, we have a 3-drop, and we have a 3-drop. So can't really do anything till turn 3. I don't think we're gonna really get much better than that. So we can play the Mintsguard Crag this turn, since we can't really do anything else this turn anyway. Of course, that's not black. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. That's not black land. But we can finally play a creature. So let's go ahead and do our Stalwart. Just prepare for casting multiple spells a turn, which isn't gonna happen anytime soon, considering we just have a lot of things. And it's dead, so it doesn't matter. But I kind of am happy that that's dead over our Vanguard. Let's do our Lancer. They're probably going to murder this too, especially because it has flying. But we can hope and pray that it does not get murdered. We can hope and pray. Whether those prayers will be heard by any divine being is another story. They're definitely hovering over it. I fear that our Lancer is going to meet a very sad ending. Well, we finally have our black land. Okay. So we have some removal that can go back into our deck. We have more removal that can't go back into our deck. And we have our draw card for next turn. And we have a creature that's probably going to be removed any moment now. Because that has been our sealed experience today. Is just, we don't get to have creatures. Our opponents just kill them every single time that we have creatures. So, it's fine. Who needs creatures? Okay, what does this thing do? When it enters, mill 3 cards, put a land card from among them into your hand. If you don't put them... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a bunch of things. That's a bunch of things. Okay. Well. Let's do this. Let's play that. And then... let's murder that. I don't really want this to die yet. So we're not actually going to attack this. Okay, so those are all going to become 2/2s. And I'm going to be eating 6 damage, most likely. And it's just gonna be really painful. Oh, that's not great. Okay, so we're gonna have to use our defibrillating current on that. Oh, of course. Okay. I would truly love to be able to keep a singular thing on the battlefield. That would be fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Okay. Let's get our brigader out. Yeah, that's fine. We can just continue just dealing 5 damage to things. Okay, so now not only are we going to be murdered again. Okay. Well, isn't that lovely? Okay, okay. Gaining 5 life would be nice, but we're going to murder that. And then we're going to do that. If we attack with this, we will gain 1 life, but I don't think it's worth it. We need to block and kill one of these things. Our chances of surviving are very low. And they probably have some way of making this indestructible or removing it because our opponents just have ridiculous amount of removal. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. This is, yeah. Okay, so that went terribly, but again, this was a accurate representation of my typical pre-releases, where my opponents have the absolute craziest decks, and I do not. But that's okay. I had a fabulous time, and we're gonna try again, alright? So we tried Mardu. Let's try another clan. Here we go. Okay, so Mardu is not the way. Mardu has failed us. Let's try Sultai. Let's try some Sultai. I don't have terribly much feeling that this is gonna go a whole lot better, but I can certainly hope. Hope is what matters. Okay. So we have... If we want to try to go 4-color, we can play Ureni. So we'll see what else we have. Has flying, protection from white, protection from black. When it enters, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures on our planeswalkers an opponent controls, where X is the number of lands you control. Okay, for a late game thing, that would be 5, 6, 7. That would be like probably at least 8. Maelstrom with a Spirit Dragon. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a Dragon spell or an Omen spell. So that would be a way that we could actually cast Ureni. We have Sidisi again, which did not work out for us last time. When this enters, gain 3 life and avail 3 destroy target enchantment, counter target spell. Seems good. Serac. Can't be countered. Also, since our opponents like to target us, this could be a great card. And Codis, the Famekeeper. Yeah, I like this. He's probably going to be murdered on sight, which is literally everything we've been playing anyway. So there's that. So let's go ahead and click the Sultai cards. We'll also click red just in case we play that dragon. Okay, drawing a card is good. As additional cost to cast a spell, you may be hold a dragon. So this would be like to counter a spell. The Ice Climber, Kishla Trawlers. You may exile a creature card from your graveyard and you return target answer sorcery spell to your hand. I mean, we are, I guess, kind of trying to do graveyard things, so maybe. Sipstick Appraiser. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Seems good. At which point, this could be good, so we're going to throw those in just in case. Some removal type stuff. We'll try the Great Arasheen City. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Love those words. Death Touch and Indestructible. If counter each opponent loses 1 life. Sidisi, again, did not work great for us last time, but if we're going to try to do more graveyard shenanigans, maybe we can make it work with this. So target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. I mean, that's one way to have removal. Destroy target creature. We're just gonna go super removal heavy. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. I don't know if we're gonna have counters, so I don't know how I feel about that. When this creature dies, create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Exiles card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Maybe? I don't know. Feral Deathgorger, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature, draw a card. We'll put 2 of them. I don't know that we want 3. Gurmag Rakshasa. When this creature enters target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn, and target creature you control gets +2/+2. I mean, seems good. We're gonna ignore all of the red cards except for the multi one. Okay, so Snakeskin Veil, yes. That is definitely what we need. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards, put a land card from among them into your hand. If you don't, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Seems good. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If we're doing graveyard shenanigans, we can theoretically get it back. Do we have any ways of actually getting things back? Have we figured that out yet? Besides it easy. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter and trample counter on target creature. Yeah, trample's good. This creature can't attack this turn as though it didn't have defender. Sage of the Fang. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Exile this card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on target creatures that way. Maybe? We definitely want Surak. Encroaching Dragonstorm. When this enchantment enters, search your library for 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped. I mean, yes. Seems great. When this card enters, you may mill 3 cards. Add an amount of equal to this creature's power. So a good little mana dork, I guess. This has reach. Exile this card from your graveyard, put 2 +1/+1 counters on reach, counter on target creature. You can try that. Search early for a basic land card, reveal it, put it on into your hand, then shuffle. I mean, yeah. When this creature enters, it endures 3. Okay, so that would just be like a big old. Let's do the Dismal Backwater. The Jungle Hollow. What is the Kishless Skimmer? Whenever a card leaves your graveyard during your turn, draw a card. Sure. We're gonna throw in Urani for now. I don't know that we're actually gonna keep it. We have a lot of Abzan cards. We're not playing 5 colors though. Let's do the Opulent Palace. Oh, I guess we get 2 of them. Gurmag Nightwatch. When this creature enters, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may put 1 of those cards back on the rest into your graveyard. I guess we'll have all 3. And then the Fangkeeper's Familiar. What's the Keru Goldkeeper? Whenever 1 or more cards leaves your graveyard during your turn, create a treasure token. And yes, we want that. Okay, we need to get rid of some cards now. Okay, frankly, we should get rid of Urani. It just doesn't make sense. We probably don't want or need 3 of those. I still like Unending Whisper. I still like Worthy Cost. I like the Snakeskin Veils. Sidisi is kind of our only way to get things back from the graveyard, so I think we do keep it. Let's get rid of 1 of those. I do like the ability to destroy artifacts or enchantments, so I kind of want to keep this for now. We have a lot of cards that can be exiled from our graveyard, so I think we keep that for now. Creature card from your graveyard, and you do return target instant or sorcery. We don't really have very many instant or sorceries, so I don't think that one makes sense. The top 2 cards of your library, put 1 into your hand and the other into your graveyard. I mean, it's decent. This is a good way to thin out our opponent's hand, but I don't necessarily think... But it also gives us counters. Let's take at least out one. Let's keep that. It's removal. Plus one counter and trample on target creature. I'm still iffy on that one. Surak, we're gonna keep. Gurmags. Let's boop one of those. We'll keep the Dragonstorm. I don't think we need this. Exile this card from your graveyard, put 2+1/+1 counters and reach counter on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Maybe I do like that it has reach. So maybe. But I like that. I like that. I like Kodos. He's gonna be murdered immediately, but I still like it. I like that we have two of these. I know that it's really expensive, but I plan to use the Omen a bit more. We probably don't need two of the Death Gorgers, though. And we probably don't actually need the Earth Carver. And then we can probably get rid of 2 lands since we have quite a bit of fetching. So let's get rid of a forest. And then we should probably get rid of just one other card. Probably one of our 4-drops. Let's do the Riverwalk technique. Okay. Let's try this! Go, go, Team Sultai! I don't have any faith in us. Okay, we don't have any blue. We don't have anything that we can do until turn 3 except a Snakeskin Veil, so let's mull. I like this because we can turn 1, search for a basic land, so that we can find a swamp, and we can just boop the Gurmag Rakshasa. This I think we can work with. I think. Let's get a swamp. Look, we got another swamp. Okay, so let's do the Einok Wayfarer. Okay. That was not great. Yeah, we really don't have very many ways of getting things back from our graveyard, do we? Okay, so if we do the Kishla Skimmer... yeah, let's do this just so that we have a flyer. And we can't really attack with that, so it's just gonna kind of chill. Okay, so... we can do Sidisi. Then let's go ahead and just start queuing, shall we? We have our Snakeskin Veil to protect our Kishla or Sidisi. Sidisi can start sacrificing things, so we can sacrifice the Wayfarer to get something back. So we could do the Gurmag Nightwatch, I think. But we could also do the Encroaching Dragonstorm. I kind of like that. I feel like our opponent is going to do something gross, though. So let's just do the Dragonstorm for now. Let's get another forest and another island. And then let's just attack with the Skimmer. let's just wait on Sidisi. We'll try it next turn. We have like extra mana to like take some stuff. Oh, that's horrifying. Okay, so now they have all the things. Okay, so they're tutoring for something. And of course we can't protect the PC. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Of course we top deck a land. Of course we do. Okay, so we could actually play our Gurmag Rakshasa next turn. We could do the Undergrowth Leopard to get rid of this. That could be problematic. But we're gonna be greedy and choose the wrong card, because of course we are. This is what we're good at. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So they have searched for cards twice now. They have so much mana. That is horrifying. And we can't do shit about it right now. That is unfortunate. Okay, so once it deals damage to us, we can murder it. But for now... Okay, so what we could do... We could put +2/+2 on the Kishla. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't know that it's going to work. Let's give that -2/-2. Okay, let's try this. I don't think they're gonna block. They're gonna block. Wow. Okay. Okay, so we got rid of the big, beefy, scary dragon. Cool. And we still have our removal, so we can get rid of another big, scary, beefy dragon. Cool. We're doing things. I don't know that we're doing great things. Okay, so they definitely are going to have combat tricks. So we're just going to let this 3 damage go through. 3 damage. Oh, wait, but it's going to have double strike. If they cast a spell, I think. They need to cast. Okay. Let's just go ahead and draw a card now. Unless they counter this. God damn it. Okay. Let us attack with our Rakshasa. Okay, we got that through. We can do this. And we can do this. Let's tap that. So we can draw another card. And then we can play that next turn. So we can still murder something if we need to. What does this do again? When this creature enters, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may put one of those cards back on top of your library and the rest into your graveyard. Okay. Okay, so we can murder that. So we're gonna eat 3. That's fine. Okay, so first things first. Let's murder this, sacrifice this. Love that for us. Next, we move to the combats. No. Attack with the Rakshasa. Pew! And from my final trick of the turn, we play the Gurmag Night Watch. And we put that on top. Those definitely go into the graveyard. Yes, yes, yes. What is this again? It's a big, weird thing. We don't need to play it right now, so let's just go ahead. Let's attack with both of these. Because they will either kill the Night Watch, or they will double block the Rakshasa. And then we'll still get 3 damage through. I would rather the tiger dies. And then we play this. We have a big beastie still. Theoretically. Okay. Three damage, so they're probably gonna kill the Night Watch. Yeah. So we still have the Pummeler. We do not still have the Pummeler. But we can exile it to do things. Okay. Let's do that. Let's play our Pummeler. So this becomes a 4/4. Does this activate all use a sorcery? Okay, no, we can do it on their turn. Okay. Okay, let us attack. We're gonna block. They survive. We're gonna do something. Yikes! Oh no! Oh no, chat! Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. We still have Trixies up our sleeve. They cannot attack with that. That's not great. There's no damage of our creatures that can be done, so that goes away. And then we can maybe eventually create a white spirit creature token. Let's do our Einok Wayfarer. Boop. Okay, so we can destroy Serac. Resolve. And we can attack! And then we can create another. This time we'll probably get rid of the Skishla. That's a problem! That is a big problem. Where's ours of that thing? I would just really like to draw useful cards right now. I would really like that. Okay. So let's get rid of our skimmer. Oh my goodness, yes. Here we go, here we go. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Woo. So now we can also do this to thin out our deck a little bit more. To hopefully draw actual just creatures that will help us win this game. We will not attack. We will not pass go. We will not collect $200. But neither will our opponent. Wow! We're just gonna keep that in our hand. And we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna chill. And on our opponent's turn, we will create another little dude. That's not... That's very not good. fine. We're gonna create a dude. We're gonna get rid of this dude to create the little dude. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, so for one more card, leave your graveyard during your turn, create a treasure token. Put 2+1/+1 counters and a flying counter on target creature. Okay, so this is most useful to us when it's dead, frankly. Do we even... I think we only have one more land, so I don't know that that's super helpful. There's not really a point in playing it. We're gonna do this on our turn. Wait, when is this? Well, we don't really need treasure tokens. That's the thing. So let's go ahead and attack with our wildling this turn. And then we still have our goalkeeper. We're getting closer, chat. We're getting closer. Okay, so they have another big dude. But we can create another small dude. Let's do one of our night watches. Boop. Okay, Champion of Dusan. Exile this card from... Okay. So... let's go ahead and just attack with our Goldkeeper. And then we'll play our Champion. And then, if all goes well, we should have them next turn, maybe? Maybe? I don't like saying good game until I know for sure. Oh my goodness! Oh, that was so close. That was so close. We just had to keep persevering. Oh, okay. But the black land that kept giving us little spirit dudes, that is just like straight up what saved us. That card gave us just the right amount of blockers that we needed to be a threat, but also protect our face. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was scary. That was scary. Onward to our next game. All right. So, we're 1-1. This is how we started with Mardu as well. So, game 2 will be the real tell of did we build something decent or are we just somehow getting lucky with absolute shit? My guess is the latter because that's how it usually goes. This is also a terrible opening hand. This is doable. We can work this. I don't think we need 2 removal spells, but maybe we do. This is also a 4 cost, so it's probably better to boop that. And keep all these. Also, it's Misty Step, so we're gonna say hello. We're gonna be friendly. But ayo, turn 1 opulent. Palis. Turn 1 opulent palace pass. Words are hard, okay? Alright, I don't know that I really want our skimmer to be murdered right off the bat. So we're just gonna land pass. We're gonna try. Also, just quick plug for Misty Step. If you haven't ever seen their work on Reels and TikTok, they're super entertaining, so definitely go check them out. We promote other creators in this house, okay? Oh, I do want another land, and I don't want to lose Codis, so Codis it is. And hopefully we will top deck that 4th land. If not, then we'll just play Kishla. It's so pretty. Such a colorful little bird scout. That's terrifying. What do these do? Oh, this is gonna be painful. Yeah, we need to murder that. That is a worthy trade. Oh, look, land. Ah! Okay, what does this do? Yeah, I still worry that that will be murdered. However... let's do the skimmer. Then we'll leave that for now. Next turn, I think we'll do the the Goldkeeper. I want to save Codis until I have faith that he will survive. I don't know that he will ever survive. But we're still going to hope. We're just gonna eat some damage here. No blocks. And then if they cast 2 spells, we are going to eat even more damage. Okay. Phew. Phew. Okay. Foist things foist. Lettuce attack with the skimmer. Because I suspect that there are shenanigans afoot. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. It's and then Lettuce do the Goldkeeper. Enter. Okay. Blade Disciple. Okay, so they have a flyer to counter a flyer. Whenever they cast a second spell each turn, they get a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, what do they have? Okay, just 3 damage? I think need 3 damage. So there are 2 different ways that we could be mean here. Way number 1 is to murder their stalwart. I'm less worried about their other dude bro. The other way is to make them get rid of one of their cards. I think we do... I kind of think we want to save that, so let's do this. And then we do that. Yeah, we'll get rid of Twin Bolt. That gets bigger and beefier. And we attack. Will they block? They do. They do indeed. Okay. And I'm still not going to sacrifice it. And so we're still going to eat 3 damage. Which means we probably need to actually play this next turn. Oh. Oh no, are we about to lose our Goldkeeper? Oh no. Oh no! What's in our... Oh no. Why are they looking at our graveyard? I'm scared. Something is afoot. They're counting manas. Okay. 3 manas. 3 monies. They're gonna do something. Okay. Okay, it is time for us to murder the stalwart. And to find another island. Boop. Okay. We can theoretically start getting some damage in now. Theoretically. Next turn, we will likely be able to play Codis finally, just depending on what opponent does. They do have 2 cards in hand, and they could have very many tricks up their sleeve still. So we just have to... Oh yeah. Okay, so... what we can do... This feels bad. So we play our Sagu Pummeler. We wait. How much is that? Ward 2. We don't have the monies. Oh no. Oh no. So we can double block it to kill it. I don't like that. So we double block. The Dargon dies. One of our creatures survives. Which one? I do not know. Our pummeler survives. A sorcery. So let's go ahead and do that now. And we need to keep this as a blocker. So no attacks. We are way too close to dying, and if they have a pump spell, we are just dead. So we'll eventually play Kotus. I don't think we'll ever really get some shenanigans in with Kotus, but we'll play them eventually. Oh dear. That's not your bottom of your library. Okay, that is not good. We need to get rid of that. Because now they can probably cast another spell to make that just big and awful. We can make this a 7/7, so it still won't die. Oh, good. But we're going to have to, I think, to not take an additional 6 damage. But we have to block it, otherwise we are dead. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Sidisi. We are going to sacrifice Sidisi to murder that creature. And we are going to survive the day. And then next turn we can play Kotus. Or is it Kotis? Or Kotis? Kotis. I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe the K silent. It's actually Otis. I don't like that. I don't like that either. Okay. Well, we at least have a blocker, we gained a life, and we have a snakeskin veil to protect Kotis from any weird shenanigans. Okay, so if they cast a spell, this has double strike, but we still have Kotis as a blocker. And again, we still have snakeskin veil to protect it from any weird exile effects. What is this? What does the Molten do? Okay, resolve that. What does this do? You may cast a spell so it deals 4 damage to target creature planeswalker. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I can handle that. Okay. Okay, so destroy enchantment, target creatures. Okay, so we are going to gain 3 life and surveil 3. Seems good, seems good. We do not need that. Or that, but I will take the Great Arson City. Take me down to the Arson City where the graveyards thick and the spirits are. Pretty. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Why do people put up with me? Okay. Alright, so we got that, so we can start creating cute little spirit tokens. We can put +1s on Kotus. And maybe eventually exile cards. Maybe. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we get to exile cards. Do we want a thing? Mana value 4 or less. Okay, that has flying, but I kind of want to do this. We do that and that. Haha! Wait, I can cast all of these? I'm sorry, what? 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 Okay, Codis is broken. Oh, I messed up. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That was gross. I can cast all of those? That's so... Oh, I forgot to exile a thing. Okay, well, we have extra Protekies. I don't think they're going to let Codis get through now. Oh my gosh, they are! What is happening? Okay, so 4 damage. And then I guess we'll do that. Okay, so that gets +1s. That goes to the bottom. We get a treasure token. Oh, this is just insane. This turnaround, y'all. This turnaround. What even happened? I was like at death's door, and we're just coming back. Okay. Codis nasty. Codis was the MVP of this deck. That card is broken. I've been wanting, like, as soon as that card was revealed, I was like, I want to make a commander deck around that. And now it is confirmed. I still want to make a commander deck around that. That card is gross. It's wonderful. I love it. I love broken cards. You guys know me. If you don't know me, hello, I'm Dabricus. I like broken cards. Okay, well, we got another win. So here we go. Game 3. All right, so far, Temur is the way. Team Temur. We're Temur, right? Or are we? We're not Temur. We're Sultai. Team Sultai is the way. All right, here we go. Here we go. No, this is terrible. Terrible. Still terrible, but more keepable. So let's get rid of our leopard. We can't really do anything on turn 1 anyway, so let's do the back. And because I assume that they have removal, let's just offer a sacrifice. I'm not willing to make this sacrifice, but we gotta pull out some removal. And then next turn we can Sipsig. Sipsig. Oh! Hey! I see there's Sipsig, and I'm gonna raise it. With it. I guess it wouldn't be a raise if we're calling it. Whatever. I'm bad at poker. Let's do our Island. Sipsig Fraser. I do like the idea of having a nice big dude bro on the battlefield, but I much more like the idea of getting rid of a card from our opponent's hand. We may as well attack. If they block, I don't think they will. It's 1 damage. Yay, free damage. I would really like to... Well, I guess this is green. I'm also totally fine blocking. Easy trade. Easy trade. Where'd you go to? Okay. Well, let's do our Opulent Palace so that we can eventually, like, green. I don't really want to sacrifice Sidisi, so let's do our aggressive negotiations. Do they have something to murder Sidisi? Yes, they do. Of course they do. But we at least got them to pull it out. Okay. So, removal. We don't really have a whole lot of removal ourselves, but I think I'd rather get rid of their removal so that we can protect the, like, one thing that we will have, maybe, which I guess we could play it next turn, but I kind of want to hunt for more lands. So we're just gonna... Well, I guess that's a defender, so this turn we're safe from damage anyway. We have 22 life, so we're okay. We're okay. We can be patient. We can be patient, ramp up, thin out the lands in our deck. And yeah, let's go ahead and just play Opulent Palace again. We need... I guess it doesn't really matter. So let's just grab another forest. So many forests now. But we don't have anything on the battlefield anyway, so we'll take 2 damage this turn. We're gonna take 5 damage this turn. Okay, let's play a forest. Let's play our Einok Wayfarer. We get a land. We're gonna sacrifice this anyway, so let's go ahead and kill the Feral. Let's fight our Einok. And then hopefully we will draw a creature next turn. Or a way that we can draw more cards. That would also be great. That would also really be fun. Ugh. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, so we can do the Rakshasa. We can get rid of the Appraiser. Get rid of that. So we are going to take 7 damage because I can't do anything about that Earth Carver right now. Next turn, we can give our Rakshasa 6/6, and we can block it. Or use the Snakeskin Veil to be able to block it, but maybe we'll just draw one of our removal cards. That would be great. Love that for us. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay! Or maybe our opponent will just play more giant defenders, and that's gonna hurt real bad. Okay. So how much does this cost? Okay, so that costs only 2 to renew. So let's play our Goalkeeper. Let's renew this, put it on the Rakshasa. We get a treasure token, which is cool. And then we are not going to attack. Wait, how much is that? So they only had to pay 3? Oof. Oof. Okay, so we are probably just dead this turn. Because I can only block... Well, no, I guess I can block 2 things. Yeah. We will survive, but we will have no blockers. So we will need the ultimate Hail Mary to get through this. Alright, so we block that, we take 4. Cool, let's just get lands and die. Okay. We just... I mean, we probably made a few mistakes, but we also just didn't really draw well. Our opponent definitely outdrew us. Yeah, there's probably a few places we could have done better. Do I remember where those places are? No. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're at least 2-1. We're 2-1. We got this. We got this. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna win. We got this. Things are fine. There are no problems here. We're doing great. Everything's fine. Listen, if this were a real pre-release, we'd, at most stores, have at least 2 free packs so far because of our 2 wins. So I'm gonna take that. Opening hand minus the Rakshasa. Oh my god, we're playing Travis! We're always end up playing Travis. He is so much better at deck building than I am. He's also a fabulous human, does a lot of League of Legends stuff, but also a huge Magic fan. So definitely go check out his stuff as well. Let's get the Kishla out. What is the Mystic Monster? Okay, Jeskai. Alright, so he's doing some Jeskai shenanigans, which means we should absolutely expect shenanigans. So I want to make sure we have enough forest so that we can protect our skimmer from said shenanigans. Let's get Sabisi out. So next turn we could technically play the goalkeeper, but I don't know that I want to. Okay, so let's just attack with the skimmer so that we can block the Sidisi. And let's just chill, because I want to hold up our other Snakeskin Veil. And next turn we'll be able to play the Goldkeeper and still hold up Veil. Okay. What are these sleeves? Okay, I don't like that. That is problematic. Make spells cheaper. Alright, so let's pull out our other Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Let's do this. I don't know that attacking with both of these is the best idea right now, because we can't totally get damage through. So let's do these. And we'll just chill. We'll just chill. So one more non-tapped mana, and we can play the Rakshasa to get rid of their Devotee. Or we could attack, bring it in after the fact. There is going to be some shenanigans happening here. Okay. Okay. I'm scared. I think I'd rather lose Sidisi than the Goldkeeper. I'd rather have my flyers. So we'll block like that. Okay. So that's still not enough to kill Sidisi or protect the... Okay, there we go. I knew there was something else coming. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we still can't do that. Let's do the Appraiser. I kind of want another creature, but I want a removal too. But we can do this, and let's put it on the Goldkeeper. That'll give us a treasure token. We're gonna draw a card, and we're just gonna just... Okay. So next turn, we can murder something. We can also bait something with the Rakshasa. No blocks. We can take the 3. That's fine. Even if you use it somehow, that's fine. Okay. We are going to attack. We have options. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we need for him to target something. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's still fine. So damage is prevented. Resolve the damage. Draws 4 cards. Dislike that. We play the Rakshasa. That gets minus, and it doesn't really matter what gets more. We can Unending Whisper. Tap that to reduce the cost. Wait, what? Cancel. What the heck? Do that. Tap that. Submit. Oh. Oh! Then why is it even being highlighted? Why was it highlighted? If I couldn't actually pay for it. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't like that. Nope. That was very rude. But... Oh, that's even more. I wanted that. No blocks. Oh my god. Okay, we need to murder that thing. And we're going to murder it now. Okay, so let's do this in the most effective way possible. So how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so... 3... 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, yeah, we can do these. Okay, so... Let's put the counters on that. Gain 4. And then we are going to double attack. And then we are going to destroy that thing. We're gonna murder these things. Yeah. Okay. We did it. We did the thing. And now hopefully he can't just deal 4 damage to our face. Why do I not have better emotes? Okay, Sunset Strike Master. Okay. What can I do to make this better? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we target an opponent, target a creature, and that should be it. Get rid of that. And then we attack. Wait, I was gonna... Wait, what? Why did that just go to a draw? I was about to win. What just happened? Why did that just... What? Why did that go to a draw? I'm so confused. Either way. We won. We did it. That was so weird. I wonder if it's because he, like, conceded right as, like, we were winning? I don't know. I don't know. That was weird. Either way, 3-1. We're almost to 7. Here we go. Here we go. Again, Sultai is the way. We have no blue. But we can hopefully find a blue with our Einok. This isn't terrible. It's not great by any means, but we can make it work theoretically maybe. We're gonna try to make it work. Oh hey, look, we'll be able to make it work. Okay, so next turn, we'll probably play our champion. Champion. Just as a big, scary, beefy blah on the battlefield so that our opponent trembles and tears. Like, oh no! Like, that would be how I'd respond. If suddenly they're just like, bam, 14, trample on the board, you know? Just bam. I don't know. It's fine. Listen, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Oh, hey, I remember that card. Played that card before. I have no way of destroying that card. Of course I do. Okay. We have options. Let's just go ahead and move to combat. I think they're going to block. They didn't block. Chad, they didn't block. Alright, well, let's do our Inoc Wayfarer. That was poo-poo. But we did get the Great Arishan City. But we're not gonna play it. We're gonna play our Opulent Palace and our Unending Whisper. Ooh, we got Codis! Okay. We have learned that Codis is our Lord and Savior, so we are going to play him and hope that we can protect him. Oh, we're just gonna take 2 damage. It is gonna hurt, and I'm gonna cry. I don't like that. Alright, so Great Arishan City. Destroy target enchantment. Creature spell. Or Codis. We can play Codis and still hold up the snake statement. Seems good, seems good. So, we'll see if they block. They do not? What? I don't like that. So I wanted to use that on Codis, but we definitely need to use it on the champion. Okay. Doot doot boop boop. So they have lots of blockers, so we can't really get any damage through easily. We could hold that up. Or we could just play both of these. So, do that. You. Let's do the wildling. Let's go ahead and wait. Nope. No attacks. Enter. What's in our graveyard? What can we destroy? Okay, so we can start creating little spirits. So they can attack with a Sonic Shrieker. We have no way of killing it presently. Which sucks. They might, nope, yeah, okay. So they are gonna attack with it. Okay. We take a little damage. They play a second one. Okay, so they're probably gonna kill our Wayfarer. Or a face. Okay, well, we need a flying blocker. Even if it's not a flying blocker, we at least gain 3 life. I'm still gonna attack with the champion. I need them to thin out their board. We gotta do it somehow. I have enough blockers otherwise. That's fine. But at least get rid of the death touch thingy. Okay. So this will make it so that we can make our wildling bigger. We're probably just gonna eat the 4 damage more. Actually, we should probably use this on Kotis. But I need to get rid of those dragons. So we're gonna take 8 damage. It's gonna hurt real bad. I don't like it. Oh my god, they have another one? How do they have 3 of those? Okay, well, we are just cooked, chat. We are cooked. Okay, we have, like, no other pieces of what we do. So we're just going to make Kotis as big as we can. That doesn't matter what we do. We're just gonna full send because we're dead anyway. If they let any damage go through on Kotis, I'll be so happy, but I don't think they will. Oh my gosh, no. I was like, yay, damage is going through! But yeah, it doesn't matter. We're dead. We're dead. Okay, okay. That... You know, I did have fun. I did have fun. I don't like that my opponent had 3 of those dragons, but I had fun. Okay, so we're 3 and 2. Not bad, not bad. Okay. This next game. This is the determining factor. Yes. I like this opening hand. It has all of our colors. We have lots of small things. Normally I would turn 1 Dismal Backwater, but we're going to turn 1 second. And we are going to snag a swamp. No swamp lamp. Down. Alright, let's play... Let's play that swamp. Let's not show off our cards. Not yet. And we play our Leopard. And then next turn, we can wham slam down the champion. Lettuce, player Island. And wham bam ka-cham. Go down our champion. I don't think they're gonna block their... And we have Vigi, so we're good. We're good. We could still block their Stalwart Successor if we wanted to. We probably will. I don't like that. I'm sorry, what? I don't like that. No blocks. We're gonna murder it. Okay. Lettuce. Attack Alack. I think they did not actually block that like I thought they would. Okay. So Lettuce. Murder the Successor. Using Monkey Leopard. And play our skimmer. And next turn we can throw out our pummeler. Okay. Opponent has 5 monies. Exile a creature I control and my graveyard. We're gonna control that. I don't like losing my graveyard though. That was so mean. That thing only costs 2? What? What? That is disgusting. No, we're gonna. Alright, Dismal Backwater. Gain a life. Attack for 2. Throw down. Okay. No, I can't do graveyard shenanigans until my pummeler's dead. I'm so sad. I mean, I didn't really have much in my graveyard to begin with. But still, it's gone. It's gone! Okay. Opponent still has 5 monies. 2 creatures. No, not one of those things again. No, 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 no. Oh dear. Oh dear. If we block it, then this can get +2/+2. No, we need this to block the other one. Oh dear, this is getting out of control. Oh, that is not the card we needed. We don't really have a graveyard, so I guess Snakeskin Veil. Let's do a forest. And we will just attack with our skimmer and hope for the best. Okay, so we can protect something. We can make something slightly bigger. So we could, if when they attack with the Hardened Tactician again, if it stays a 4/6, we protect it with. No, that's not good. No, no, that is not what I wanted. That does not help us. That makes things worse. That makes things significantly worse. Alright, this might be it, chat. This might be it. We just are drawing so poo-poo. Oh my god. Ah! Internal scrooging intensifies. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. We block. We make it survive. We don't yet die. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, that is not what we needed. That's better, I guess. Still not... This is the first time we've even dropped it. Like... Ah. Okay. So we can murder the wildling, or we can block the hardened tactician. Oh. Okay, well, we definitely have to harm it. Okay. Cool. This only gives a +1/+1, but if we put it on our pummeler, it'll make it so that we can kill the wildling without our dude dying. Well, that's not helpful. We need to play our opulent palace. New attacks. So next turn. Don't like that. Next turn, we can murder the successor. Okay. That's lovely. Not what we needed. Okay. So we got this. We -2 that. It's only until end of turn. So it doesn't really matter because we're not attacking. Attacks. Well, next turn we can play Encroaching Dragonstorm. Yay! Okay, we have a pretty decent stalemate going on here. We're surviving. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. How much money do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can do both of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. So we can play this. Thin out our deck. Yep. Let's get these out. And play this. That goes back to our hand. We gain free life. And we screech into the void because we can't really do anything. Okay, so they want that dead so that they can put a +1/+1 counter on something. So we're just gonna eat 2 damage. And technically they would be able to put +2. Oh no, we killed that thing. Okay, but now, okay, they would have been. That. Okay. Yeah, they wanted to try to make that not dead. Okay, so we can do the Encroaching Dragonstorm. Get 2 lands out. And then play the Carrier Goldkeeper. Get that out. And continue to just chill. Because we need to... I don't even know what removal we still have. But we need to boop the Deathgorger and the Sagu. We got some not greatness. Oh no! Oh no, hey, we drew a card. Okay, that's problematic though. So, because we'd have to use everything to block one of their Dargons. Losing that was very, very bad for us, especially losing it via exile. Okay, what does this do? Okay. Well, we're going to block that, so it just dies. I think they're gonna just sack it. To draw a card. Okay. They just want to draw a card. Okay. We don't really have a graveyard, so Sidisi definitely isn't helpful right now. Okay, but we will play our Einok. We just lost really helpful things. Maybe not really helpful, but definitely helpful. But we could Sidisi to get them back? I don't know that they're super helpful though, but we could gain 3 life. I think we just kind of flood the board. We don't really have very much in our board. We're about to die, so we kind of... Okay. Well, we do that. And then we play Sidisi. And then we'll have that next turn. We just need to survive? Somehow? Can we survive? We have 3 flying blockers. Lots of blockers on the ground. Oh, no. Okay, that is bad. That is very bad. I don't think we can block through that. Because that's 12 damage we... Oh, no. Okay, that is 14 damage. Okay. Well, let's try... We might be alive? We are not. We are very dead. Oh, goodness. Okay, that was bad. Oh, that was terrifying. Okay, if we'd had one more turn, we could have maybe had it, but... it's fine. It's fine. Those are fun games. Okay, so Sultai, we went 3-3. Solid. Solid. Okay, so now we need to try a different one. Okay, so we did Sultai and Mardu. We kept talking about Temur. So is this where we do Temur? Let's try Temur. All right. Team Temur. Here we go. Okay, Ugin. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna ignore whatever these 2 cards do because they're not Temur. And we're sticking with Team Temur. Okay. Okay. Solid. Okay, so Team Temur colors. I like Unending Whisper. That seems good. Maybe seems good. Second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. Maybe. Exile 2 cards. Focus the mind. If you cast another spell this turn, I think it's just card a card. When I return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Nice big scary. Put 3+1/+1 counters that are creature you control. Or Flash and Flying, you may cast sorcery spells and dragon spells as though they had Flash. I mean, I like its Omen. We're gonna just have 1 for now. Draw 3 cards. Creatures your opponents control get -3/-3 until end of turn. Or -3/-0 until end of turn. That's really expensive, but I do like that you get to draw 3 cards. And it could save us from dying. We're definitely gonna take the meringue. Lemon meringue pie. Channel Dragonfire is good. We'll do Fleeting Effigy. Fire Inform. You gain first strike until end of turn. Maybe. Molten Exile. It casts the spell as though it had flash. 4 damage. We like removal. Team removal. Whenever the creature becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. When it enters, destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. As controls creature for a basic land card, puts it onto the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it. Okay. We like prowess. The feral seems good. We love Snakeskin Veil. Inoc Wafer is good. Artifact, enchantment, or exile. We'll take it for now. Behold a dragon. Target creature, more removal. Target creature gets +3/+3. Destroy target creature with flying. Love that. Love that. Distribute 2+1/+1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures you control. Creatures you control with counters on them gain vigilance and trample until end of turn. Maybe. I mean, I like this dude. I like that it has vigilance, knockout maneuver, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control and deals damage. I like that. We like Surak. Return up to 2. We have so much removal this time. Return up to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Target player shuffles up to 4 target cards from their graveyard into their library. Seems good. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, it endures 2. That's nasty. We love the wildling. We want that. We want that. We want that. That. Don't care about that. We want that. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Seems great. We want that and that. We want the monument. Draw a card. Discard a card. Beginning of your combat on your turn, if you cast both a creature spell and a non-creature spell this turn, draw a card and put 2+1/+1 counters. Sure. Karakik Guardian? Flying, Vigilance, and Trample. This creature is hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. Okay. And now we need to get rid of things. I feel like I didn't add that many creatures. Okay, we have 16 creatures. Okay. But we gotta get rid of a lot of things. Okay. Let's boop that. I want removal. We got that. I want that. I like that for now. I think we're okay with just one of those. I like Twin Bolt. We might not need that. It's really our only way of destroying enchantments, but maybe we don't need to. Now that I've said that, we're absolutely gonna need to destroy an enchantment. We're gonna take that out for now. I want those for now. Probably need 1 leopard. That's good. Solid. Love that. Love that. That's fine. Whenever it enters, create a treasure token. I think we'll boop that. I still like the Hellkite. Still like that. Still like that. Still like that. I don't think we need the feral. We have way too many high price cards, so we gotta get rid of some of these. Whenever it enters or attacks, it endures 2, which is so good. But we're gonna boop it. I do like the wildling. I just don't know if this is worth it. It's so pricey. And I want these 2. But I like the idea of drawing 3 cards late in the game, which will be really helpful. But 3 6-cost cards. I don't know. I don't know. Let's take out one of those. Let's take out one of our Swiftwater Cliffs. Okay, well that made things worse. Let's take out a forest. Alright, here we go. We're gonna just try this quick chaos. Yes, I know I'm not spending tons of time on these decks. But my goal is to just quickly make decks, throw things together, see what sticks, play games, maybe win. Just mostly, I just want to try to get as many games in as possible, try as many cards as possible. So, winning isn't necessarily like my top priority here. Oh my god, a scrap skin. Like, winning's nice, but I wonder if he's playing the same deck, or if he has a new one now. We're just not gonna be able to do anything for a while. Of course, he plays a card that I can do nothing about. We're just gonna chill. We are just gonna chill. Uh-huh. That's problematic. Okay. Of course, these are all like 1/3s, and I can't do shit about them. Next turn, I guess we could like double twin bolt. I don't particularly like that idea, but it's a possibility. We are just going. So we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage this turn. Good times, good times. Okay, I think we do need to take out one of our Sarkhan's Resolve. Creature enters, it endures 1. This is death by a million tokens. Okay, what is our biggest concern? Okay, so we can kill a couple things. 1, 2... No. So, submit. Submit. 1, 2... there is no point in playing this because it will... Well, I guess we could... get 2 damage. We can get 2 damage in, but yeah, I think we do want to take out one of Sarkhan's Resolves. Yeah, so we're taking 2 damage. It's fine. Okay, well we finally have a defender. Finally! Well, let's go ahead and play our fleeting effigy. Alright, alright, we're gonna make a comeback. Here we go, here we go. Okay, and we can destroy something with flying still, or make our Temur devotee even bigger if we need to. We got options, is what I'm saying. We got options. Okay. Okay, so we're definitely going to block the Fortress Kinguard. Travis has something up his sleeve. Or not. Okay, that's fine. Let's let them target the devotee. Let's do that. Boop. It survive. Okay. That dies. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's murder that. And then let's play our little effigy, and they're gonna go pew pew! And then we're gonna chill. We have a snakeskin veil to protect our devotee. We can return something if we need to. If we need to bring back another resolve, we can. We can at least block that thing. Boop. Boop. Alright, it survives. We're still ultimately dying. Okay, so Fleeting Effigy. And we may as well activate its ability so that we can get some more damage in. Pew! then it comes back to my hand. Okay. Alright, we're slowly bridging the gap of damage here. Slowly, slowly. Okay. He's gotta have another trick up his sleeve. Vigilance, mobilize 3. Okay. Okay, so this, and let's attack. Let's see if they block. They do not block. Once, twice. Okay. We got this. We got this. This is gonna hurt. Because that thing has mobilized 3. We're going to block one of these. And then he's gonna be... Okay, maybe not. But something is happening here. Our blocker! Okay, and that thing has vigilance, which I don't like. Okay, how can we do this? Because this doesn't have trample. We need to murder that. And then I think we need to do a rural procession to get it back and murder the brigade. Oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. Okay. And then we molten exhale, destroy the brigade, and play the effigy. Okay, here we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. Ooh. Finally got something useful. Okay. So we boop that. Is boop. Okay. We have that. Ah. It's so stressful. We're both afford life. Okay, if they don't have a way to kill the river agent or get rid of it somehow, then I think we've got this. Scary though. I'm scared. No! Okay. Let's do that so that we have a blocker. That won't get enough damage through. It'll be... Well, no, it would. Okay, and we'll force them to block. Okay. So sadly, our fleeting effigy is finally dead. Ugh. Okay. We are going to attack. He's gonna have to block. Or destroy it somehow. Okay. Oh no. Oh, but we got a drug. Okay. Oh my goodness! Ah! Okay. This is getting... Oh my god, what is with all these lands? Oh my god, we're both flooded. Okay, well, let's play that. And hey, the card that I was just like, this would be great only in late game. Look who needs to draw 3 cards late game. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 2 damage to any target. Can't play that right now. Let us deal 2 damage to his face. And wait patiently. Then 2 damage to his face. We did it. We did it, chat. Okay. Okay, this deck. Oh, it was scary at first because we just did not keep a good opening hand. But it all worked out in the end. So like our weird extra removal did help. So I think we are going to keep it for now. I just don't want all of it in my opening hand. I think that's the catch. Okay. So, let's see if people are still even playing sealed. I feel like a lot of people aren't playing sealed right now. If we have another matchup against Travis, he's probably gonna screech. This is not a good opening hand. This is also not a good opening hand, but we're gonna make it work. Oh, well, let's get rid of one of our Sarkhan's results. Okay, okay. Here we go, here we go. Okay, well, let's murder the guard. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I would like creatures. I know I have creatures. They're here somewhere. Okay. Just one more mana and we'll be able to cast our Whirling Stormbrood. We need to survive until then. Woo! Okay. Hey, we got a creature. That'll do. That'll do. And we can protect this creature, and if when he tries to target it with things, we can protect it at least once. Ma ha ha ha. Or at least once its turn. Snake Skin Veil! Mwahaha! Okay, hey, we got our island, so next turn we can play our thing, or we can just hold mana open to protect our dude. Travis's man is screwed. I kind of want to be able to protect our dude. So let's just make Surak just super big and beefy. Okay. Is just a big hunter. Kaboom! And then next turn, I think we have enough to make him really big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 money. 7 monies. That's not money. Those are things hitting my face. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. No! At least I gotta draw a card. I cannot protect him. I need 1 more money to be able to protect him. So we might just be dead this time. We might be dead. Oh dear. Well, but we could use a rural procession to bring... No, it got exiled. We cannot do that. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Where are my creatures? Okay, I probably should have played the dragon on that one turn instead of just making my dude real big. So, it's fine. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this thing really big. Okay. Okay, we did it! We did it! We lost! Okay. But it kind of seems like no one is really playing sealed right now, so we're gonna take a break on sealed for now. The Sultai deck is really fun. I like it. Overall, I'm really enjoying the set in general. Again, we've tried a few of the different clans. We've done Temur, Mardu, and Sultai. I think I liked Sultai the most so far, but I think that's also just because I had the most just silly deck. But all the decks have been fun in their own way. All of the cards in this set are just really just fun to play. I feel like the games aren't going like super streamlined in one direction at any given time. Like, I've had crazy comebacks in multiple games, so have my opponents, that there's just so much variety to keep this really interesting and keep the game changing and making you constantly wonder what's gonna happen next. What are you gonna do next? What's your opponent gonna do next? So the cards are just really fun and really versatile. I was worried that playing 3 colors was going to be really difficult. But I mean, the set is geared towards 3 colors, so it actually isn't hard at all. I haven't had any issues color fixing, mana fixing. We haven't tried doing 4 or 5 colors, so who knows how that would be, but at least for 3 color, it hasn't been a problem. Overall, I really enjoy the set, and I hope that this is giving you all a little bit of an idea of what it's like. Hopefully it'll help you with your pre-release a little bit, so you can be like, hey, I saw Zap do this crazy cool thing. I'm gonna try that. Mostly it's probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, I cannot do that thing. Like, I saw Zab do that, and I am not going to follow in her footsteps. That should probably be your main takeaway from any of this. But overall, I really enjoy the set. It's a lot of fun. Also, dragons are just great. So, thank you again to Wizards for this free VIP account to have early access to Dragonstorm Tarkir and to be able to provide you all with this experience. All right, take care, everybody.